We have some new news and info about Dune Awakening and what's coming in the near future. All this information is coming from the Dune Awakening Direct. I will link that in the description of this video. They recently streamed part 2 of the Dune Awakening Direct, and it was really cool because we did get to see things like the character creator and some cutscenes from the beginning of the game. However, we did not get to see any gameplay from this Direct, and we won't be seeing any gameplay until August. They've announced that they will not be sharing any gameplay until Gamescom coming in August. But we did get some interesting information, like the fact that there is a consistent beta happening with Dune Awakening right now. So if you want to sign up for the beta, you can go to duneawakening.com and sign up there. But a consistent beta means that people have access to and are playing Dune Awakening right now under NDA and testing and sending information, bug reports, different things like that to the devs so that they can solve those issues prior to launch. The fact that it's a consistent beta and they're just leaving it open from now until launch gives me hope that we're not that far away from the actual release of Dune Awakening. But we know it's not going to come before August when they show the gameplay trailers or whatever content they're going to show at Gamescom. They also said that they were continuing to add players to the consistent beta. So I think what they're gearing up towards is probably some sort of stress test for the servers. And speaking about servers, it's interesting the way that Joel was describing the servers. He describes the world of Dune Awakening as being a world with multiple servers inside of it. And as you're crossing the map, you're actually transferring from one server to another. He also brought up dimensions, which is a little bit interesting. Maybe the dimension is a server inside of the world, but it appears that there will be multiple servers running in conjunction to have one world come together, or one group of dimensions come together. So you'll actually be crossing servers while you cross the map, and that would allow for a multitude of players to be in the same world, but playing on separate servers should allow the gameplay experience to be even better. I'm sure this comes with a whole host of other issues that I'm not thinking about, and maybe Funcom hasn't yet, or maybe they have. That's something that we're just going to have to see how that works once it comes out and we get our hands on it. And to me, when I was watching the Direct and watching Joel answer questions about the servers, it looked like he had all these technical terms swirling around in his head while he was trying to convey the information in layman's terms for people to understand. But bottom line, I'm intrigued and excited to see how this whole system functions and how it works together, and hopefully that creates a better gameplay experience and smoother gameplay throughout. Joel also brought up the Coriolis Storm, which is going to change the area of a map on a weekly basis. However, he went a little bit further than this, talking about the longevity of the game and how, with these different servers all intertwined, they can really change the map over a number of years. So Dune Awakening, when we finally get it, when it launches, may not be the same Dune Awakening map or game that we have in 10 years time from now. And that's really interesting to me because games do change and evolve over time. You look at Conan Exiles, for example, it has changed and evolved a lot. However, the map hasn't changed all that much. There's been little tweaks and little changes here and there, but overall the map has stayed entirely the same. What Joel is hinting to here is that with the servers set up this way and with the game set up this way, they can make sweeping changes to the way the map is generated and to sections of the map because each one is its own server. And that is very exciting news for the future of Dune Awakening. I personally have been very interested to know how they're going to merge the two genres. We have survival on one hand, MMO on the other hand. How do you merge those together to actually feel like they are both genres? Not just, hey, this is a survival game that allows a ton of players to be on it, or hey, this is an MMO that has some survival mechanics. And getting that small glimpse into the window of how these servers are created and set up gives me hope that they're actually going to be able to pull this off. Another interesting factoid that you may or may not know already is that the storyline is actually almost like an altered reality or a different dimension, where Paul Atreides actually dreamed of the world without him, and that this may be the best course for the planet Arrakis. And if you think about the name of the game, Dune Awakening, and you think about the fact that Paul is looking at these different timelines in his head, what if we're actually playing a dream that Paul Atreides is having where he doesn't exist in the Dune universe? And that would mean that the entirety of the Dune Awakening game, while still lore-bound, would be wide open to a lot of interpretation of what could happen, because it would be a dream that Paul was having the whole time. And I want to know in the comment section below, what do you think of the fact that we're going to be playing in an alternate timeline or in a spice trip or dream that Paul is having? I'd like to thank all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. Don't be out of whack. There's another video on the screen right now that you can click to support more of my content.